What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Elric here. And by a viewer request, I have decided to kind of do maybe just one video or a playthrough. I'm not sure how the game actually works. It's an older game from 2013. It is Game Dev Tycoon. It's actually by the creators of Tavern Keeper, as you can see here on the screen, Greenheart Games. So I'm kind of excited to kind of give it a shot. I did purchase this game as part of a combo with Tavern Keeper when I got it, and of course that's the game I've been playing on the channel here recently. So like I said, I had a viewer request that I play this game just to see what it's like, and maybe they could get an idea if they'd like to actually purchase it or not. And since it was in my library, I said, let's go ahead and try it out. I do have a little bit of time on my schedule, so I figured this is good chances I need to go and do it. So let's get it started. Click to continue. Here we are. All right, I have never played this game. I know basically I loaded it up to check the settings, so there was an opening screen that came up and said basically the idea is that you're kind of thrust back into the future, or back into the past, about the time that the computer generation started. Basically you're thinking maybe like Apple or Commodore 64, things like that in the past. Maybe when IBM first started as well, which would, things like that. And that you have 35 years to develop a company of your own, and that's what we're going to be doing. It's going to take us 35 years to see if we can develop our own gaming company and software studio or whatever. May even include hardware. I'm not sure, but it's going to be kind of interesting to try this out. So we've got to come up with a company name. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do this. Yeah, if you get what that's from, that's actually from the series of books that Elric came from. So it's kind of cool. We'll go ahead and try that. And yeah, it looks like we can change our setup a little bit. Yeah, let's go with the fiery red hair. Why not? On his shirt. Let's see. Thinking maybe back into the mid 80s, early 80s. Actually, I like the maroon shirt because maroon's one of my favorite colors. So let's go ahead and start. Achievement unlocked. Supporter. Support a young startup. Buy the game. Well, that's what we did. And we did get a Steam achievement for that. So I'm not sure how to play the game. Let's see here. It says no project. Develop a new game. Okay, cool. Develop new game. Guess that's what we're doing. Alright, tutorial. Before development can begin, you have to decide what kind of game you want to create and give your game a name. You can also select which graphic technology your game should use. Okay, sure. Let's see what we can do here, guys. Your options are initially limited, but once you have a bit of experience, you'll be able to unlock new options. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see what topics we have. We have vampire, mystery, spy, and a horror game. Well, everybody loves a good horror game. Pick the genre. Got action, adventure, RPG, simulation, and strategy. Let's do an RPG, sure. Pick the platform. You got the G64 and a PC. Alright, so there is actually a cost here. You got a dev cost of $20,000 with a market share of 56.2%. And the PC has a dev cost of $5,000 with a market share of 43.8%, of course, yes. Now, of course, initially, the Commodore 64 did have a much larger share. It was one of the first PCs to be in the home, so that's kind of interesting. So let's start there, sure. And, I don't know, had a vampire in there, so we'll say Vampire Chronicles, sure, why not? Alright, it's going to be text-based or 2D graphics. And the cost is $5,000 versus $10,000. Well, back in the day, it was text-based, so let's start there. Starting, okay, tutorial. Game development runs through 3 stages. At the beginning of each stage, you can decide what areas of the game you want to focus on. Picking the right focus for your game greatly increases the points you generate. Okay, cool. Think about what areas are important for your game and decrease the focus on areas you think are less important. If you want to read a brief description of the different areas, please refer to the help menu. We're going to wing it. Well, gameplay is always important. And I think you have to start a game with the best gameplay. Well, actually, initially you would have to start with an engine. Actually, that makes more sense. Since we actually have to build our own engine, sure. And we'll kind of increase this, because we could do the story and side quests later. Just give it a shot, see what we think here. He's scratching his head thinking about it. I got 1 research, 1 technology, and this is design and bugs. Game development has now started. While developing your game, you will generate game points, which you will see bubbling up. Game points are divided into design points and technology points. Okay, the more points you generate, the better the game will be. From time to time, there will also be bug points generated. These points become less likely once you gain experience. Bugs should be fixed before the game is released and increase development time and cost. Well, yeah, I mean, that's true to life. Except nowadays, they tend to release games with bugs. It's called early access. Alright, so now we're in the second stage here. Artificial intelligence, that's kind of cool. Level design and dialogues. Well, it's text-based, so we'll go with dialogues to start with, and maybe some artificial intelligence. Sure. Like I said, I'm winging it. Not sure exactly how we're doing with this, but we're going to try it out, guys. Alright, got some bugs there. Uh-oh. During development, you can also select additional features for your game. Right now, you can only pick basic sounds, but your options will increase quickly. Selecting additional features makes the game generally better, but also increases its cost. Okay. You also see the graphic type you selected when you defined the game. This is just to remind you of your choice. You cannot change the type of graphics mid-game. Yeah, we're text-based, we know that. Basic sounds is 5,000. Alright, so we don't have to worry about graphics because it's text-based, so I'm thinking world design is definitely going to be a big thing. And we'll go a little bit of sound design. So, like I said, graphics, it's all text-based. It's not something we really have to worry about. Yeah, not too many bugs so far. Awesome. The development of your first game is now complete. You can press finish button to publish your game, but you should only do that once you fix the majority of bugs. Releasing a game without fixing bugs can severely affect your ratings, so you should only ever consider that if you need the cash and you can't afford to wait. Okay? So how do we fix the bugs? Okay. Yeah, okay, so basically it just had to take some time. So let's finish. Development of your game has now finished. While developing games, you gain experience and improve your skills. When development is completed, you will be presented with a summary of the experience gained. Okay. It's going through the different things here. So I got, looks like plus 96, is it true? Okay. Yeah, we'll release the game. Your game is now complete and will be handed off to publishing. You should see reviews and sales coming in for your game soon. Alright, let's see what's going on. The first reviews for our newly released game, Vampire. I didn't get the R in there, guys. So it's Vampire Chronicles. Come in. Cool. Alright. Got a 4, not bad. Okay. 4. And another 4. So it's a mid-game. Come on, guys. That's okay. After publishing a game, you can invest a little more of time to analyze your creation and generate a game report. Game reports are a great way to gain research points as well as valuable insights into what works and what doesn't work when developing a game. To generate a game report, close this window and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up an action menu. Okay, and generate game report. Doesn't know how. Okay, so I guess, yeah, just select. So they've got a. Alright, Tantalorn Studios, a newcomer in the game industry, has just released their first game, Vampire Chronicles. Well, I probably lost some points because it misspelled vampire, but The game had a moderate response from reviewers. We are curious what Tantalorn Studios will deliver in the future. Sure, okay. So this is units we've sold. Vampire Chronicles sold 2,868 units in its first week on the market. I wouldn't complain. Now that your game is on sale, you will receive the income from the game every week. You can see how well your game is doing by looking at the sales graph in the top right of the screen. Okay. Well, actually, we're selling some decent. Game reports are a great way to gain more research points and new insights. It pays off to generate a report for each game you release. Now that you've completed your first game report, it's a good idea to look at the research menu. To open the research menu, close this message, and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Can I look at the game report? Our post-analysis of Vampire Chronicles is complete, and we got the following results. Horror and RPG is an okay combination. Artificial intelligence seems to not be very important for this type of game. Well, that kind of makes sense. Platform genre match G64 RPG was good. Okay. Alright, let's look at our research then. Research is important to unlock new options and make better games. You should try to save each research point to be able to create your own game engine. This will greatly improve your games. Hint, try to develop games with different topic and genre combinations for a slight research boost. Okay, so what do you want to research? Well, we can only research a new topic. That works. Start research. Did I click on it? Or, no, here? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, so now we've got, in addition, we have post-apocalyptic, extreme sports, farming, and law. Let's go post-apocalyptic here. Oh, you had to pick what we were going to research there. Am I researching now? Did it work? No, it doesn't look like it worked. New topic. Post-apocalyptic. Okay. Just didn't fully click for some reason. That's okay. That may have been something I was doing wrong. So we're researching now, about 50% way through. Let's see what we can do here. Research complete. You have successfully researched. The new topic, post-apocalyptic. Cool. All right, let's make a Fallout game. All right, so do we... Okay, there's our sales. We have 51,000 in cash. Let's go ahead and do... Well, we can research another thing real quick. Let's do farming. Game off the market. Vampire Chronicles is now off the market. Platform news. Recent market studies suggest that the Govador 64 is steadily outselling competitors in the PC sector. Consumers prefer the lower price, great availability, and the flexible hardware configuration over other home computers. Yeah, that's why it sold well to start with. Experts say that this might spell the end of competing hardware manufacturers until the Apple IIe is invented. Now, of course, you had the Atari being one of the first consoles, you know, things like that. I think there was even things before that. All right, so research is complete. Okay, cool. And the game is off the market. Can we click that and get that off the screen? Vampire Chronicles is now off the market. It sold 8,523 units, generating $53,689 in sales. All right, so let's start a new project here. I gotta pick a topic. Well, we did research these two here. Let's do post-apocalyptic. Pick genre. Strategy, sure. Pick platform. Well, we gotta go with the G64 because it's outselling right now. So, ooh, the development cost went up a little bit though. All right, well, we'll do this just because. All right, we're going to try to do the 2D graphics. Got a little bit extra money, so that puts us at $30,000 dollars right off the bat. So, ooh. Might skip the battle here. Well, let's see what we can do. Okay, we're researching and then getting it going. So we don't have to worry about the game engine. Well, maybe a little bit on the game engine because, yeah. And let's go here. try to capture the audience's imagination, if you will. All right, we're working on it. Already have 2 bugs. That's not good. All right, level design. Way up there. Bring the dialogue up just a bit. Yeah, we'll do it like that. There's another bug we got to take care of. Platform news. According to rumors, the Japanese company Nintendo is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. Nintendo is known for the widely successful arcade game Dinky King. That's awesome. Many industry experts doubt that home gaming consoles will take off, but we are eager to see what Nintendo will deliver. Well, we know with history, Nintendo dominated for quite a while until basically, I believe, when the PlayStation 1 come out, and shortly thereafter Xbox. So, I mean, it pretty much buried Sega Genesis. What was it? I think Activision had one. The Atari Jaguar went downhill. All right, so we've got game number 2, post-apocalyptic. Yeah, world design, graphics, and sound level. Let's bring that up a little bit and do that. I'm thinking that'll be good. All right, we're low on cash here. Your bank account is in the red. Thankfully, your bank has enabled you to overdraw your account up to $50,000, but be careful. If your account balance is below $50,000, you will go bankrupt. Uh-oh. Monthly costs are pretty high, so hopefully we can get this game out and make some money, guys. Alright, let's fix the bugs. Alright, finish. We've got some experience, new records for these. Let's see how this looks here. The breakdown. It's got engine, gameplay, story quests, dialogues, level design, artificial intelligence, world design, graphics, sound. And it gave me, I guess, an average of 91. So let's release this game and hope we do better than the last one. There we go. Game review. The first reviews are a newly released game. I did game number 2. I didn't even name it. Sorry about that, guys. Came in. Oh, a little bit higher. A little bit higher. We got a 5. 4. Informed Gamer doesn't like me. There's another 4. Reviews inspired by the game's name. Bad review numbers. That's funny. The game reacted to how I named it. Alright, that's funny. That's good. Alright, we should make a little bit of money on this. We did review a hair bit higher. Oh yeah, 2,600. Alright, well, it says 18. Today, Nintendo has confirmed recent rumors and announced their plans to release a new home gaming console called the TES early next year. The console features cartridge-based games and a uniquely designed controller. Alright, kind of cool. Let's go and do research real quick while this is going on. New topic. Don't see... Well, we already opened these up, so I guess this one? No, let's do airplane. Sure. Actually, let's save for a custom game engine. I think that'll be smart. Can we do a new project while this is going on? Well, actually, I guess first we need to do the game report. Units sold 7.8 thousand. Cost was 46,000. We made 54,000. So we've got a profit of just 8.8. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Let's see if we can make a little bit more rain. Thank you to Elric from Patrick and Daniel Cluck. This is the founders for the company that made this game. So, hi Elric, we are the creators of Game. Well, it says it there. Game Dev Tycoon, and would like to thank you very much for purchasing the game and supporting us. Sure. Game Dev Tycoon is our very first game, and it means a lot to us that you are enjoying it. With your purchase, you support our little startup, and this hopefully makes sure that we can bring more games to you in the future. Well, yeah, you brought Tavern Keeper. Cool. Seriously, you rock. Thank you very much, and have fun with Game Dev Tycoon. That's kind of cool. All right, so let's go ahead and start a new project, even though this is going on. Oh, we can't do anything yet. Yeah, that we can. Oh wait, what's this say? Okay, game history. All right, we made a little bit more profit with this one. Our post-release analysis of game number 2 is complete, and we got the following results. Post-apocalyptic and strategy is a good combination. Story quest seems to not be very important for this type of game. Platform genre match, G64 and strategy are great. Cool. All right, let's go and develop a new game while that's going on there. Let's pick a topic. The plane's not open. Thought I opened it. Must be sick clicking something there when I do that. Oh, that's right. We were going to save for the new game engine, so we'll do that. Oh, game number 2 has achieved company sales record with over 10,000 units sold. This is an important milestone in the history of the studios. Cool. All right, yeah, let's develop a new game. Pick topic. We'll stick with the post-apocalyptic. Pick genre. We'll go RPG this time, and pick a platform. So we can't do the Nintendo yet. Let's go here. All right, guess we'll do 2D graphics again. I think we'll be okay. Already got a bug. Wow. Okay. So I would think with this one that we're probably going to be looking more at the side quests and stuff, and maybe a little bit of the gameplay. Sure. All right, down to 11,000, 13,000. We're still making money on game number 2 there, so that's cool. Tutorial. While generating game reports, you start to gain insights into the development process and learn what works well and what doesn't work so well. These insights are shown as hints on the development screen, unless you have turned this option off in the settings. Well, I don't know if I did. The hints range from 3 pluses to 2 minuses and indicate how important an area is for this type of game. When hints have a question mark at the end, example 3 pluses with a question mark, it means that you have insights from the game in the same genre, but that you are not sure whether this holds true for this particular genre topic combination. Alright, so yeah, I'm thinking we'll leave it there. I don't think I named the game. Oh well, that's gonna be game number 3. I keep missing it. Oh, game number 2 is now off the market. We'll look at that here in just a second. Alright, so we're doing 2D graphics. Yeah, world design is high. We can bring this down and bring up the graphics a little bit. Yeah, okay. Let's see what this says here. Game number 2 is now off the market. It sold 10,746 units, generating 75,257 in sales. So we're still actually above, and we're in the green right now. We're probably going to go in the red before I finish here, because I've got to get rid of 7 bugs here. Yeah. Oh, platform news. Today, the new game platform TES by Nintendo has been released. Cool. Alright, last bug gone. Finish it. Oh, they found another bug. Ah. They found a bug right there at the end. But that's okay. Should be almost ready to do our own game engine. We got 40 research, so we need 50. Yeah, this actually, yeah, we made a little bit more here on the experience and stuff. Everything looks a little bit better. Oh, achievement unlocked. Create a game with a good topic genre combination. That was an achievement called Good Judgment. Excellent. Game review. The first reviews for a newly released game. Game number 3 came in. Another 4. Okay. There's a 5 from Informed Gamer who doesn't like us. Oh, we got a 3. Ouch. All right, we need to bribe Game Hero here and get some better reviews. But actually, overall, that's a little bit better. By a little bit. All right, let's see how we're doing. Here comes the money rolling in. Contracts have now been unlocked. To see available contracts, close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Okay. Oh. Contract work. Hi there. I've just finished game number 3 and I think you have potential. I'm in the contracting business and would like to use skills like yours. If you are ever short on cash, just let me know and I will see if I have some work for you. Jason. Okay, sure. Alright, let's click here. Find contract work. Contracts are a useful tool to earn some extra cash when your balance is low and can also be useful to generate a small number of research points. Contracts require you to generate a certain amount of design and technology points before the time runs out, okay? Decide carefully what contract you accept. If you miss the deadline for a contract, you will have to pay a penalty, so it's better to start out with a smaller contract and see how much you can handle. Sure. Alright, let's see. It's like 18. Yeah, I think we'll just start with the very first one, the basic one. It's debug program. Help debugging a convoluted base program. Okay, sure. We'll do that real quick. We should be able to get this one. It'll give us some extra money while game number 3 is selling. Let's make it some money. All right, let's look at the select game. We'll get a game report on that. Hopefully we're gonna finish this. Oh wow, that stinks. Okay. Jason here. I see the contract was not completed in time. Be careful with contracts you accept, otherwise those penalties quickly add up. Yeah, that sucked. Don't worry too much though. I don't hold grudges. If you want to try again, let me know. Usually I have new contracts every 6 months, so check back sometime. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at our game report. Our post-release analysis of game number 3 is complete. We got the following results. Post-apocalyptic and RPG is a great combination. Why don't we do that? World design seems to be very important for this type of game. Alright, cool. We'll get to research here in just a second. Let's see if we have any more contracts. Yeah. Yeah, that's the lowest one we have. I don't think we would do it because we didn't even do the last one. What's the play test? I click it. Okay, it doesn't do anything. Oh, the play test is the type of contract. Help to play test a game. But it does have more weeks than the last one. I'm gonna develop another game before we do that. Game off the market. So it's off the market now. Game number 3 is now off our market. It's sold 9,662 units, generating 67,662 in sales. All right, we didn't actually get enough to do our own game engine. All right, well, that's fine. Develop new game. All right, so we're going to name this one finally. What genre? Let's see what genre we want to start with. Let's do an adventure game, sure. Pick the platform we're going to go. We'll go here. Ooh, that costs 80,000. We can't do that. Let's go here. We'll do that. Pick a topic. Adventure game. I'm thinking a mystery would be kind of cool. I don't know. Call it Tall Tales. Sure, why not? And we're going to do the 2D graphics again. I think we got enough money to do that. We should be okay. Alright, mystery adventure. Definitely think this needs to be up. I would think the gameplay. We'll try that. So far, no bugs. That really helps. Alright, dialogues I would believe would have to be up a little bit. Maybe not so much on the artificial intelligence, because with it being a mystery, it's going to be kind of a linear game, and it should have, you know, just a straightforward thing. So there wouldn't be much artificial intelligence, I believe, that would need, but it may need some level design, so. I'm guessing here I'm not a game developer. Oh, got some bugs, but it's only 2. Now we got 3. Hopefully we can get that down a little bit here. Maybe bring that down. Shoot the graphics up a little bit higher on the sound. Let's try that. Oh, we're really into the red this time. So hopefully this is a successful game here. Get rid of the bugs. Boom, boom, boom. Finish. Alright. We definitely have the research we need. We'll do that here in just a second. Ooh, we got some levels up. Here we go. That puts us at level 2 on everything, so our next game should really be good. Awesome. Okay, so everything's level 2. Release the game. Well, that's going. Let's research our own game engine. Game review. The first reviews for our newly released game, Tall Tales, just came in. Let's see what we get. 3, 4, 3. There's a 5. Okay, well, I mean, it's a little bit less than the last game, but we're trying here. All right, here comes the first sales coming in. That's all we could do right now, okay. Platform news. The recently released TES home console by Nintendo has proven to be a massive success. Sales numbers have exceeded expectations by far. As one customer says, I love the games that come with the TES, and playing with a controller is so much more fun than on a keyboard. Not always, but yeah, I definitely agree. Nintendo was a huge success when it came out, so obviously. Right. Now you can create your own game engines. To get started, close the message and click anywhere to bring up the action menu. New research available. Game tutorials and mono sound. Okay. And the research is complete. Alright, let's look at the research, how much money we need for any of that. So game tutorials will cost us 15 research points and 40,000. Okay. Well, we can't do any of that right now, so let's do this. Let's generate the game report real quick. Yeah, Tall Tales. That'll generate here in just a second. Oh, okay. Oh, they're generating the report. So while it's doing that, you can't do something else. I got you. Got you. Our post-release analysis of Tall Tales is complete. We got the following results. Mystery and adventure is a great combination. Artificial intelligence seems to not be important for this type of game, which I did put that down a little bit. And of course, the genre match to the computer works. Okay, and all right, I think we're going to have to do some contract work. Do we have anything? I would think we could do this. So it's a sprite sheet software. Our staff needs to be taught how to use these modern technologies. Let's try to do it. I hope we get it. Okay, contract was successful, so we got that 13. Wow, we ain't got a lot of money. Game is off the market. Tall Tales is now off the market. It sold 8,600 units, generating 60,228 in sales. Okay, that research is complete. It's the custom game engine. All right, so I guess we will do another project. Actually, do we have contract work where we make a little bit of money? Ooh, they need 20 over here. 1 in 20. That's 5 weeks. With 5 weeks. I don't know if we have enough money to do it. I guess we could do a text-based game. Let's try that. Pick a genre. Yeah. We'll do an RPG. Pick a topic. Spy game. Let's see. There you go. John Dake, not drink. Need drink. That works better. There we go. All right, we'll pick a platform, and we're gonna put this one on PC to cost a little bit more money, and see if maybe we can make something out of it. Sure. And yeah, we'll do text-based just to save some money. See if we can get a couple of contracts while this is building. Okay, so the engine, you know, we don't really need an engine because it's text-based, but we definitely want these as high as possible. So yeah, we'll bring that down just a touch. It's text-based, you know, no big deal there. All right, game history. Working on the game. No bugs so far. Oh, there's one. It's about too soon, guys. Text-based, bring the artificial intelligence down some and concentrate on dialogues and level design. Recent studies suggest that increasing variety of gaming devices also creates a market for more specialized games. Some platforms become more popular with younger gamers, while others cater for the more mature age groups. As more and more developers enter the market, we expect developers to focus their games on specific age groups to really make an impact. Okay. New research available. Target audience. Cool. Alright. Finishing up John Drake here. Don't forget creating custom engine games. This will improve your games a lot. You can create your own custom engine through the action menu once you have researched the custom engine. Okay. Alright, bring the sound down a little bit and do world design. I mean, yeah, we definitely have this as a question mark, but it's probably going to work. So let's try it. Yeah, we're back into the red. I wish we could finish the game without being in the red here, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. Platform news. Following the massive success of the TES, there are now rumors circulating that Vena, another Japanese company, is planning to release a home gaming console on their own. I guess that would be Sega. Alright, get rid of the bugs. One more. There we are. Finish. The game is ready. New record over here, for both of them, so we get some more experience. I'm hoping with us having the level 2 that actually, you know, it makes the game a lot better. So I guess we'll see how it goes. Now, let's release the game. Alright, and wait for everything to kind of come in. Let's check the contract work real quick. It's still the same. Oh, that one's different, but it's still higher, so we may have to wait on those. I don't want to fill another one when we're in the red. First reviews of our newly released game, John Drake, came in. Let's cross your fingers that they're going to be a little bit higher here. Oh, we got a 7, guys. Getting there. Yeah, a mid banker here. Oh, we got an 8. Yes. We might make some money on this game. 7788. All right, I'll take it. I'm quite happy. Let's see if we can make money now with this. Oh yeah. Look at this. Here we go. John Drake was so successful that we now have 34 fans. Excellent. All right. Let's generate a report real quick. That way we can kind of keep an eye on what's going on here. Yeah, we're already up to $66,000, guys. Today, Vena has confirmed recent rumors about a new gaming console announced at the Master 5. The company claims that the Master 5 is technically superior to the massively successful TES by Nintendo and plans to release it in the coming months. Okay. Alright, here's our game report generating. Good, let's check it real quick. Our post-release analysis of John Drake is complete, and we got the following results. Spy and RPG is a great combination. Gameplay seems to be quite important for this type of game. Cool. Alright, what can we research while we're doing this? Game tutorials, target audience. That will spend some money. See how we do when this finishes up here. What else can we be doing while that's going on? Contract work? Anything worth having? Yeah, still a little rough. Ooh, look at this, 121,000. All right, I like it. All right, you know what? Let's do it. Game tutorials. Start the research. We'll do that while this game's finishing up here. I see 24,000 in sales. All right, the game is now off the market. Just in time for us to finish our research. It is now off the market. It has sold 24,350 units, generating 170,485 sales. That's cool. We made some money there. All right, now we have the tutorial. Just research your first game engine part. To be able to use this in your games, you need to create a new engine, which includes this part. Cool. So, all right. And how do we make a new game engine? create custom engine. So you probably have to get all the parts together and then do it. So let's make another project first. Develop new game. Pick a topic. Let's try a horror. And a genre, I would think action. Pick a platform. We'll stick with our good boy, the G64 for now. And spell. Oh, I missed the S. No, desperation. Didn't look right at first. Sure. Next. We'll do a 2D graphics. Sure. Could be interesting here. Yeah. Bring the engine up a little bit. And this is an action game, so I mean, maybe the story, but not so much the quest. But you definitely want that gameplay up there. Alright. I'm trying to think back to the older games like a Castlevania and something. I mean, it had decent story, but there were no quests, you know. Today, the new game platform Master V by Vena has been released. Okay, cool. Got one bug we got to worry about. Alright, so we're looking at dialogues, level design. Bring this down and bring this up just a touch. Because an action game, you're not going to have a lot of talking. I mean, it's not that important. I mean, I wouldn't think. I mean, until, especially, maybe later on, you know, as you get into the later generations of games, but world designs, graphics, yes, and you want the sound up a little bit. We're still in the green, which is nice. Alright, got 3 bugs. Let's knock those out. Oh, platform news. The recent released gaming console Master V by Vena has stirred up the market worldwide. The industry experts say the console is not very well marketed in North America, but that it will flourish in other parts of the world. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we are. Finish the game. Let's see. Hopefully this one does at least as good as the last one. I mean, it don't even have to be better. Just in the ballpark. It would be nice. Then we could start looking at getting our own game engine. Got all these increases here. But for the most part, about halfway up to level 3 here. So that's cool. Alright, do we have any contract work we could do real quick? Oh, well, they're just getting higher. Oh, now this one might be okay. Set up computers. Install Microsoft Boss on computers. And we only need 12. It is a penalty of -4 if we don't finish it. It's not too bad. We'll try it. Oh, the first reviews for our newly released game Desperation came in. Oh, here we go. A little bit higher. It's a 6. Okay. A 7. Nice. Got an 8. Game Hero coming in clutch, guys. And a 7. Alright, I mean, you know, it's about as good as the last game. So we should make some money from this one. Hopefully we'll get to finish this here. Quit scratching your head and get to work, bud. Come on. Oh yeah, look at the cells. Yes, okay. We ain't gonna complete it. Contract fell. Well, we took a 4,000 bump there, but that's okay. We are looking pretty good. Let's check our research. I think a mono sound might be part of an engine. We'll try that. 26,000. We're making some money here. Picking up some fans. Kind of nice. Alright, that research is complete. You research mono sound. Okay, let's see what else. Maybe do we have anything else we research? I don't know if we want to spend the money. Yeah, we'll do a new topic here. Extreme sports, airplane. Let's try an extreme sports. Okay, we'll finish that up while this game is still being released. We also need to get a game report. I didn't even think about doing that. I missed it. 148,000. New research available. Okay, let's do the game report. Oh, I guess we could do game history. Okay, well, we didn't actually get a game report. I should have done that first. Okay, it's off the market. Desperation is now off the market. It sold 24,420 units, generating 170,968 in sales. All right, kind of cool. Platform news. Recent market data shows the Commodore 64 seems to be slowly losing market share against other PC manufacturers. Well, that stands to reason with history. In an unofficial statement, a G64 employee said that the company has been unsuccessful in introducing higher-priced computers to compete against newer and more advanced PCs. Okay. Got that research complete. All right, new project. Yeah, let's develop a new game. Let's call it Snow. I'll make it look good. Snow. Alright, pick topic. You know where we're going to go. We're going to go with extreme sports. Pick the genre, which will have to be action. Pick a platform. Alright. Think we're going to take our first step into the TES here. Oh wow, it's 80,000 for the license cost. But would it be worth it to get our name into the market share on this? The G64 is going down. Don't know if we want to stay with that platform. Of course, our last platform was actually on the PC, and its gaming market is going up. So let's try it. Might work. All right, and it's definitely going to be 2D graphics. All right, we are starting Snow. All right, so yeah, engine, gameplay do not need story. Well, maybe a little bit of story, but it's an action game. You know, sports games, so thinking about putting the engine all the way up. There we go. I may develop a little bit more bugs, but that's okay. All right, so we don't need dialogues. We definitely need, probably don't need artificial intelligence, I wouldn't think much. Level design is the big thing here. With it being an extreme sports game, you know, you want gameplay, level design, be able to enjoy it. I mean, think like Skate, you know, Tony Hawk's Pro, you know, things like that, you know. You would want that. World design, probably wouldn't even need that as much, but we're looking for more graphic and sound design. I hope. Platform news. Today, Nintendo has announced that they will introduce a portable gaming device called GameLink. The device comes with changeable sound game cartridges, a monochrome screen on a green background, built-in speakers, and even multiplayer support via connection cable. Welcome to the Game Boy, guys. Kind of cool. I'm really digging the history here. Compared to PCs and other gaming consoles, the GameLink is underpowered, but given the lower cost and excellent portability, it might find a huge following. Now, if you know history at all of gaming, the Game Boy, I believe, was shipped with Tetris, which was a brand new game, and there's a movie about it. It's really cool. One of the reasons the Game Boy was as successful as it was. The GameLink is set to hit shelves next month. Cool. All right, let's finish this up. Get rid of these bugs. All right. So we are at 150,000 releasing the game, so that's awesome. If we can make just a little bit of money on this, I think we'll be in good shape. Might be able to start working on our game engine there, guys. I think you're going to have a lot in the bank to do that because you actually have to create it. That'll take time. Then you have to make a game. So, all right, we'll release the game. Let's see how we do. Our first foray into sports here. Game review. It's a 4. Okay, yeah, it's probably not going to be as good. I may have picked some of the level designs not as good. All right, come on, clutch, Game Hero. Well, not as good as our last game, but, I mean, it's not as bad as some of our first ones, so it's kind of cool. Here we are. Let's see. All right, what can we do? Let's generate that game report so we can definitely understand what's going on with it. That way, if we ever decide to do another sports game, we'll at least know what works and what doesn't. Today, the new game platform GameLink by Nintendo has been released. Okay, cool. Game report. Let's take a look. Post-release analysis of Snow. Extreme sports and action is a great combination. Level design seems to be quite important for this type of game. Platform, genre match, action, PC and action are good. Probably would have worked better on the Nintendo, but I didn't want to spend the $80,000 to get on there. Alright, what do we have that we can research? Casual games. Let's try that. Got an idea for that where we might be able to make some money. And we're making some. I mean, it's not as good as our last game, but we're still going to be in the green by the time this gets done selling. Research is complete. Is there any other thing we can research? Possibly. Let's take a look. School. Okay. And what's the other stuff? Target audience. You know, let's do that too. Figure the more research we have, the better games we can make. And I mean, yeah, that's the name of the game. Literally here. Alright, the game is off the market and our research is complete. Let's see how we did. Snow is off the market. It sold 12,049 units, generating 84,371 in sales. Yeah, definitely not as good as our last game, but we're still in the green, and that's the main thing. Alright, guys. Kind of surprised the game has been going on this long, and I haven't failed. So I think I'm going to put a cut here. We'll have an episode 2, and keep checking out Game Developer Tycoon. I'm really enjoying it. I love the history and that type idea, you know, where it starts out at the beginning of the PC era with basically the Commodore, and it's working its way through. You know, we're up to the Game Boy, so that's kind of neat. You know, we're probably going to be looking at. I don't know if it'll do, you know, like it's got the TES. I don't know if it'll do like the Super Nintendo, or you know, if it'll go that route, or if it'll, you know, next thing technically by a company, probably maybe the PlayStation type idea, because I believe that would have been the mid-90s, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, we'll definitely put a cut here. If you are enjoying the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. This is a review requested video, and actually it's going to turn out to be a little bit of a let's play. Probably won't be a lot of videos, but I'm enjoying it. May come back and try it again later on, you know. I could definitely see why this game is overwhelmingly positive on Steam. If you are enjoying the channel, also make sure you subscribe. I would appreciate that, guys. Until next time, take care. Thank you for watching.